What is the best time to apply for your spouse open work permit? After getting your study visa, along with your study visa, after reaching Canada, or after spending 4 to 6 months in Canada. So in this video, we are going to discuss the best time to apply for your spouse open work permit. Hello everyone, welcome back to this YouTube channel Globexa Immigration. In this video, we are going to discuss the best time to apply for your spouse open work permit. Before that, there is a small announcement. If you want to apply for your admission for September intake, for January intake, for May intake, admissions are open right now. If you want to secure admission on UG level, PG level, bachelor degree, master degree, all the admissions are open right now. In September intake, 2 master degree options are available. One is Trinity Western University, one is International Business University. If you want to apply your master degree admissions right now, want to apply for your visa, we can proceed for these 2 admissions. And if you want to change your program inside Canada as well, still there are options available for September intake. Whether you want to change from PG diploma to a master degree, or you want to take skill trade programs to secure PG work permit in future, or if you want to secure second year of admission in Canada, still the options are available in September, January and May intake. So if you want to apply with me, you can ping me on my WhatsApp number. Please save this number and call me to discuss your case. So coming back to the video, what is the best time to apply for Canada spouse open work permit? This I have mentioned as per my priority. My priority is to apply for study visa and spouse visa together. That's the best case scenario. If your funds are ready and if you can apply for study visa and spouse visa together, that's the best thing. There is no risk of refusal later on. There is no risk of denial of spouse open work permit later on. That Canada shut down the doors for spouse open work permit later on, there is no risk at all. Whether you are traveling with family or not, there is no risk at all. So that is the best case scenario. Only one condition is there: your funds should be ready. I am going to share the financial capacity very soon in this video. So this is the best case scenario. I always try to apply study visa with spouse visa if you are ready. In that case, I can apply all together for the entire family. No matter how many kids you have, whether you have 0 kids or 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, it doesn't matter. If you have the funds ready with you, in that case, we can apply for the entire family together. I have applied for tens of cases and we have got visas as well for all the cases. There is no problem in application of study visa and spouse visa together. You just need to go for a master's degree. If you have already done graduation, then you need to go for a master degree, and then you will be eligible to apply for spouse open work permit. And if your funds are ready, we can apply for the entire family together. There is no problem in that. This is the best case scenario. Second is, after getting your study visa, as soon as you get your study visa, even before traveling to Canada, we can apply for spouse open work permit. There is no problem in that. Many people are confused whether they can apply for it or not, because most of the consultants say that unless you reach Canada and spend 1 semester in Canada, complete your 1 semester of study, you can't apply for spouse open work permit. That is the worst case scenario in my list. You should not do it. You should not wait for spouse open work permit just because 9 consultants out of 10 consultants, so 99% of the consultants are saying so. Do not wait for your spouse open work permit till this time. You can apply for spouse open work permit as soon as you get your study visa with a master's degree. Just with your enrollment confirmation that you are going to join that particular intake, we can apply for spouse open work permit. There is no problem in that. Third scenario is, as soon as you reach Canada, we can apply for your spouse open work permit. So as soon as you land in Canada, you get your study permit in hand. As soon as you start taking classes, we can apply for spouse open work permit. That is the third scenario in my list. Fourth, worst case scenario, I never apply for people, for my clients in this scenario unless they have already done it. So if that is not the case, if they are already connected with me, in that case, I try to apply as soon as possible. I always try that the entire family should travel Canada together. That is my target. That is this scenario, or in this scenario. So these 2 cases, in both the cases, the entire family can travel together. So even if you have already reached Canada, I always try that spouse reaches Canada as soon as possible. I do not ask you to wait for 4 months or 6 months. As soon as you get your study permit, as soon as you start taking your classes, we try to apply for spouse open work permit. That is the target we have. So how much funds are required if you want to apply for spouse open work permit? So you require $26,000 if you are just a couple, husband and wife. $32,000 if you are husband, wife and 1 kid is also there. $39,000 if you are husband, wife and there are 2 kids. So if you are a family of 4, then $39,000 altogether you require to apply for spouse open work permit. You can show it in India, you can show it in Canada. So basically you can show it anywhere in the world altogether with husband and wife. total amount should be depending upon how many members are there. If you are just a couple, then you require $26,000, including your funds in India, Canada, or anywhere in world. If you are applying from Dubai or Gulf, in that case your funds can be there as well. If you applied your Canada study visa with GIC, then your GIC will also be included in the form of funds. So if your GIC is $21,000, then the remaining amount will be $5,000. Overall, it will become $26,000 for your spouse open work permit application. So GIC will also be included. There are few popular doubts related to spouse open work permit. I am trying to answer all of them. One is spouse visa is not possible until student reaches Canada. So this is a myth. You can apply for spouse open work permit even when the student is in India or in the home country, even before traveling to Canada, after getting the study visa, or all together as well. So this is a myth. Do not fall for it. Even if many consultants are saying the same thing to you, that until unless student reaches Canada, you can't apply for spouse open work permit. We have done tons of cases where we have got visas of people when we applied all together and after getting the study visa and before traveling to Canada. So this is very much possible if you are eligible and going for a master degree. There is no problem in that. Spouse visa is possible only after 4 to 6 months of study. This is also a myth. So you can apply for spouse open work permit even after landing in Canada. After starting your classes, no need to wait for 4 to 6 months. That is best case scenario is apply all together or even before traveling to Canada. GIC plus funds in Canada cannot be included. You can include GIC as well and you can include fund in Canada as well. It should be in the account of student plus spouse. So wherever these funds are there in India, Canada, anywhere, you can apply with student and spouse. Whatever funds are there, all the funds can be included, whether it is in the form of GIC or in the form of savings, it will be included. Don't worry about it. Parents can show fund. No, parents cannot show funds. Whatever parents are showing, that will become an additional financial capacity, but that is not the core financial capacity. So if you require $26,000, then it should be with husband and wife. It should not be with the parents. So that cannot be included in the core funds. Visa officer will try to examine the financial capacity which will be available with husband and wife, not with the parents. Next is FD is not considered as spouse visa. FD is considered as spouse visa. No need to worry about it. You can make a fixed deposit and it will be included as your financial capacity as well. So there are multiple forms of showing funds. One option could be you can show your funds in your savings account. Second, you can make a fixed deposit of it, FD, fixed deposit of it, and you can show it as your financial capacity, or you can send your funds to Canada in the form of saving account or with GIC, that can also be shown in your financial capacity. So FD, fixed deposit is also fine for your spouse open work permit. Next doubt is related to recent fund. Should we apply with recent funds or not? Yes, I do apply with recent funds because the timeline processing time right now is 4 to 5 months for spouse open work permit application. So I do not stop application just because funds are recent. I usually make fixed deposit of the funds and I apply for spouse open work permit. Yes, there is a bit of risk because some visa officers want you to show old funds which are 4 to 6 months old. Ideally, your fund should be 4 to 6 months old, then it is completely risk-free. But many visa officers are there which can grant visa to you even if your funds are recent. So if your funds are recent, rather than showing them in saving account, rather than putting the entire money in saving account, you can make a FD of it. And even better than that, you can show the entire fund in Canada. That will make your application far better. So you can apply with recent fund, but ideally your funds should be 4 to 6 months old. That is always better. Next doubt is related to recent changes in spouse open work permit application. Many students, many people are thinking that they can still apply for spouse open work permit application after refusal or as a fresh applicant, and they will be eligible to apply for spouse open work permit with a diploma program as well if they started their studies in January 2024. In that case, the answer is no. You cannot apply until unless student is studying in an eligible program. Usually it is a master degree or few bachelor degrees are also eligible for it. But if you are doing a diploma, in that case, now you are not eligible to apply for spouse open work permit. Next doubt is income of husband or wife or parents can compensate for funds. No, that is not the case. Even if you are earning so much, still your funds should be ready. You need to show complete financial capacity, whether it is $26,000. If you have one kid, $32,000. If you have two kids, $39,000. Those funds should be ready with you. If you don't have funds and if you are earning so much, still your income doesn't compensate for the funds. You need to show complete financial capacity. Next is you don't have funds in savings or fixed deposit or in Canada, but you have provident fund, you have mutual funds, stocks, policies. Can these things compensate for your financial capacity? The answer is no. You need to show your funds in your saving account, in your fixed deposit, or in Canada in saving account or GIC. These things, mutual fund, PF, these things are not going to compensate for your financial capacity. This is an additional financial capacity, but not the core financial capacity. Then property included in fund? No, property is also not included in fund. Even if you have property of 1 crore rupees, 2 crore rupees, $3 lakh, $5 lakh, it is not included as the part of fund. So these were the popular myths. If you still have any other questions, you can put your questions in the comment. I'll try to answer all of your questions. I feel that I have answered almost all the doubts which are possible for spouse open work permit. So if you want to apply your study visa or spouse open work permit with me, even offshore admission, onshore admission, we will be able to take care of your admission and visa application as well. Please save my number and share your profile as soon as possible so that we can secure admission for you, and then we'll proceed for your visa application. Admissions are open for September intake as well. Admissions are open for January intake as well, and next year May intake as well. So share your profile and queries with me as soon as possible so that we can resolve them, and then you can proceed for your applications as well. If you have found this video useful, in that case, please like the video, subscribe to this channel, and share the video as much as possible. If you want to know what are the master's options which are open for September 2024 intake as well, then watch this video.